Oh, just a little video here. One of our judges, Don, how you doing? And Amac.
Hi, how you doing?
Looking a lot better today.
Probably look a lot worse a bit later, but I'm good now.
Oh, it's just 2 races, mate.
Just 2 races.
Yeah. Nice breeze, not too bad.
Yeah, I'm hoping for a little lighter, just so we can relax a bit.
Relax and Moth doesn't really seem to go in the same sentence.
You know what it is.
But it's been a long week, man.
It's been a long week. It's been tough. I think it's tough for everybody, and us younger guys have a little bit, tougher time. But the guys who are doing well are just sailing so well. It's fantastic.
Yeah,
really
it's fun to watch. Really fun to watch.
Even the back here.
Are they, with the level of their sailing, are they sort of forcing you to think in new ways as you improve the boats down the road? And
it's hard to know here because it's not about boat speed. It's all about boat handling, and that's just physical. So I think Dubai will be more of a test of just what to do with the boats. And
when is that? Is that May? Is it really soon? No, is it? But it's not. It's not in the end of that next year. I think it's more toward the beginning.
I don't know.
You don't race in August there.
No,
your boat explodes as soon as you wheel it out of the garage, right?
But I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot about different rigs for different, these conditions being so bullety. You just can't have the type of rig I had last year, which was just soft and forgiving, and everything worked in one breeze. And then as soon as it changed, you had to adjust everything. You've got to have a rig that's just not 100% in everything, but just blading through without just fine adjustments.
So that means stiffer, and it means
stiffer,
laminate in different places.
Yeah, stiffer, slightly fuller, and just.
And you're making the spars for your boats in McConaughey, in China.
Yeah.
All right. And there's a mix of different boats that are using them. As far as some boats are using because they didn't get them in time. Some boats are they using a CST. I think, So I don't know.
Bora didn't get his in time. We sent him 2 halves that were different, which didn't help. And so he's using a CST.
Go on. It's okay.
He's using a CST because Clive is very aggressive about pushing people into CST.
You hear that, Clive? I know you're watching. What about? What's different in your rig? What have you learned since the Blade Rider, as far as rigs and where they need to be? Obviously, you're saying that for this stuff they need stiffer. Does that mean 2-3 rigs for a different regatta, depending on the conditions?
I don't think so. With Moth sailing, you have to sail with what you know. And if you're changing stuff all the time, you're just going to go at the back. If you just got to go, I'm going to rig this, I've got every adjustment I need on the boat, and just do it. And so the whole thing of saying, it's going to have, people are going to come with multiple foils, multiple sails. I use one sail.
Yeah, that's fine. They'll come with them, and they probably won't do well if they're changing stuff around.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
it's
the banner would just be bad for the class, because people like me, maybe when I start to get a little less competitive, I'll just come with 5 different things, and I'll try one every race, and it'll be a good testing ground. And the guys who just want to experiment, they'll do the same thing. They won't do well. But the guys who are doing well will just use one, because you just can't afford to be.
And we've seen that in classes over and over again, all the way up to the Olympics. The guys that take their own stuff and do and learn it well. Despite the latest tricks on everyone else's boats, everyone gravitates back to what the top guy's doing, which is going to be usually something he knows well.
I just like simple, and everything I do is simple. It's just steps. Maybe we do some innovative stuff occasionally, but it's all about fine steps. I was measuring masts the other day, and with the same bend, like different weights, just get the same total bend in the mast. Every mast I measured was within 3 millimeters.
Wow.
And along the rest of it. So it's just really tiny differences. In the sail, to get the 13 to be better than the 12 was a major effort, because every time I just went out on just a bit of a limb here, I'd find that it just didn't work in that one. So just trying to get that middle road all the time, it's hard work.
All right, Amac, well, have a good day today, and we'll check back in with you after you've showered up after the race, so that so that your woman doesn't get too upset with you.
Thanks, man.